Top most expensive cars in the world by wealth and luxury videos. 2023 Lamborghini Huracan. It's hard to believe that Lamborghini's entry-level, and we use that term loosely, sports car, the Huracan, has been around for nearly a decade. Despite nearing 10 years old, the car still delivers true supercar performance and feels fresh, with Lamborghini providing a steady stream of updates and new variants. The 2023 Huracan is no exception, adding a new Technica variant to the mix that combines the best parts of the Huracan Evo and last year's edition, the bonkers Huracan STO. While the STO was a track-focused vehicle that borrowed liberally from the Huracan race car, the Technica is more street-oriented and tamer in styling, as much as a Lamborghini can ever be tame. Though the Evo versions are offered with rear or all-wheel drive, the Technica is rear-wheel drive only like the STO and uses the same naturally aspirated 5.2-litre V10 that makes 631 horsepower and 417 pounds-to-foot of torque. The Technica eschews some of the STO's most aggressive bodywork, like the one-piece carbon fiber front and roof-mounted air intake. It does have more aggressive front bodywork and ends up being a couple of inches longer than the Evo, which Lamborghini says makes it look sleeker and more predatory. Backing up the cosmetic updates are standard rear axle steering, better cooling for the brakes, and a retuned exhaust system. Lamborghini hasn't released full information on the 2023 Huracan as of this writing, just details about the Technica. We'll update our recommendation if anything changes. This being a Lamborghini, we're not going to fret over things like pricing and instead just pick the best trim level. While it's tempting to go for the Huracan STO's race car looks and performance, the choice is the new Huracan Technica that provides a middle ground between the STO and the Evo. It offers more edge than the Evo but more day-to-day livability than the STO. A front axle lift system to get the low front splitter over speed bumps and driveways is a must, as is the smartphone interface that includes Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. The P72 has a carbon monocoque chassis and lots of trick racing technology, and its 5.0-litre V8 delivers over 700 horsepower. The P72 takes its inspiration from racing cars of the early 60s. It boasts bold lines with powerful wheel arches, a low nose, and a teardrop glasshouse structure. Company designers wanted to combine a distinctive aerodynamic body with modern aesthetics. If you really love speed and high performance, then this is definitely the supercar for you. And they pulled it off seamlessly. Interestingly, the only transmission option is a 6-speed manual, which makes the car closely aligned with its roots. What Tommaso didn't make using carbon fiber, it made using rose gold. Even the washer fluid cap is made out of rose gold. In fact, the washer fluid cap takes center stage on this hypercar. The cap is positioned right in the center of the hood and was designed to pay tribute to the original 1964 P70. The unique design features don't end there. The 2023 Aston Martin DB 22 is a modern recreation of that concept. The 2023 Aston Martin DBS is a combination of luxury, style, and performance, making it one of the best grand touring cars today. Ever since the original DB5 stormed onto the scene in the James Bond movie Goldfinger back in 1964, Aston Martin has become the epitome of what a sexy, luxurious sports car could and should be. Sure, it helped that its most famous driver was possibly the coolest secret agent of all time. But, even without Sean Connery's stellar performance, we think these cars would be hard to dislike. In fact, Connery himself owned a DB5 for personal use. Over the years, Aston Martin has evolved into one of the most lusted after luxury cars in the world. The DBS mission in life is to do battle with other grand tourers like the Bentley Continental GT, Jaguar F-Type SVR, and Porsche 911 Turbo. For 2023, Aston Martin brings us possibly the best DB car yet. Today, Koenigsegg is a household name in the hypercar sector, and the company wanted to properly commemorate its humble beginnings with the introduction of the all-new Koenigsegg CC 850, which draws inspiration from the car that started it all. 20 years after Koenigsegg launched its first production supercar, the CC8S, it's unveiled a spiritual successor called the CC850. It isn't just a rebodied Jesko though, as this new hypercar has a lot of new features that are all its own. The world premiere of the new CC850 began with founder Christian von Koenigsegg rolling up to the venue in an original CC8S. He talks us through the incredible history that the brand has had since it launched and mentions the fact that the Jesko has been sold out for some time. The new CC850 will be the next hypercar to hit the production line. Shaped very similarly to the original CC8S, the CC850 is what Koenigsegg calls a follow-up or continuation car. That similar shape follows what the founder calls the timeless design of the original car. The 50 in CC850 signifies the fact that only 50 will be built, and we'd be shocked if they don't sell out incredibly fast because, among other new features, this car has a one-of-a-kind manual transmission. Arguably, the manufacturer has accomplished just that with 1,600 horsepower behind the driver, a retro-futuristic design, and exceptional performance levels. This is a wealthy man's super toy and he will never regret buying it. Mind you, the new hypercar isn't just about the transmission. Koenigsegg says that the CC850 develops 1,385 horsepower, 1,032 kilowatts, and 1,021 pounds-to-foot, 1,385 Newton-meters of torque when fueled with E85, and that it weighs just 3,053 pounds, 1,385 kilograms. Sure, it's not as powerful as the Jesko, but that's due to smaller turbos that result in zero turbo lag according to Koenigsegg. We can't wait to see how it accelerates and behaves on the track. If you like speed and style and high performance, then you found the right super fast car. 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhof Coupe, sold in 2022 for $143 million. The 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhof Coupe has become the world's most expensive car, selling for an astonishing €135 million or nearly $142.9 million, smashing the old record set by a 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO that is believed to have sold for $48.4 million in 2018 by a whopping $94.50 million. One of two ultra-rare original 300 SLR Uhlenhof Coupes from the Mercedes-Benz Classic Collection. The special model was sold by Mercedes itself in cooperation with RM Sotheby's to an unnamed private collector who was represented by British expert Simon Kitson. Super luxury SUVs and Grand Tourers are great additions to the list of the most expensive cars as pinnacles of performance, design, and technical excellence. With the passing of another year, the luxury sedan market recedes further into the darkness. Stepping into the light is an army of sleek SUVs. Out front in the mid-size luxury SUV segment are performance models such as the exotic Lamborghini Urus and brutish Porsche Cayenne. Off-roaders such as the legendary Land Rover Defender and tough-as-nails Lexus GX are also available. Many manufacturers compete in this growing market, so the innovation and technologies included in their offerings are impressive. Once upon a time, the idea of a luxury SUV meant a Range Rover, and even that was pretty agricultural by modern standards. Then Jeep Grand Cherokees and Ford Explorers started offering fancy, range-topping versions, followed soon by Lexus and Mercedes dipping their toes in the water. And then the floodgates opened. Today, there is a staggering number of luxury SUVs available in every shape, size and price point. There are electric luxury SUVs like the Tesla Model X and Jaguar I-Pace, as well as gas-swilling, high-performance SUVs like the BMW X5M and Mercedes-AMG G63. Sports car makers Porsche, Aston Martin and Lamborghini have even dived in. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share.